Hey guys, Raven Knight here, coming at you with another update video. Let's get the obvious stuff out of the way. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Subscriptions really help out. Our goal is still to reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of January. Let's see if we can't make it. We're actually making pretty good time. Also, don't forget to like and comment on the video. I always read the comments, and I try to reply where I can. And also, know that I do have a Teespring store where I do sell merchandise, and the Clayer Claws merch is only available for December. Please try to get that before it goes away. I hope that y'all are as excited as I am for Christmas, so make sure you get your Clayer Claws merch for that. Thank you guys so much. Let's get on to the video. Okay, guys, so let me just say something straight up. I love making content for this channel. Making content is awesome, especially for honor content. But I try to get out on a regular basis, and let's be fair, not a lot of people want to watch me get destroyed over and over again in a match in my content. So I don't like to use match footage where I get destroyed over and over again. And unfortunately, because I'm not a top tier player, that happens more often than not. Let's face it, I'm not Vita Neon, I'm not Faram, I'm not Hyper Souls, I'm not one of these people who can play incredibly well consistently. I have my good matches and I have my bad matches, and lately I've been having a lot more bad matches than normal because the matches have been saturated with Shinobi, and after the Shinobi rework, the Shinobi are a little hard to deal with. I'm having a lot of trouble with them. Maybe I don't know if I'm alone in that, maybe it's just me, but until we get more used to the Shinobi and the Shinobi fad kind of dies down a little bit, for the sake of making content, I'm probably just going to switch to playing PvAI more frequently. I'm not giving up on PvP. I still love playing other people, and I love testing myself and pushing myself. And of course, I'll have to play PvP some to get better at handling Shinobi. But for making content, it would probably be easier for me to just play PvAI. So please understand that that's why it will be that way. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. I'm still happy with the fact that Shinobi got a rework in the first place. So don't misunderstand me here. I just am having a lot of trouble dealing with them right now. That's all there is to it. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say there. Wanted to get that out of the way first and foremost. So now let's move on to the stuff y'all really want to hear about. So, new hero. I've been getting a lot of comments from people telling me that they think it's a Viking, that they think it's an assassin, that they don't think it's a woman, all this kind of stuff. Let me tell you personally how I respond to all that. To the people who say it's obviously a Viking. First of all, the outfit does not look similar to anything I'd see a Viking wear, and the ship doesn't look anything like a Viking ship. It looks like a Chinese war junk. It does not look like a Viking ship. If they wanted to do a Viking pirate, I think they would have made the ship look more like a Viking ship. So I don't think it's a Viking. Secondly, about it not being a woman. You have a point that the body looks more masculine, so it doesn't quite look feminine, but it could be because maybe it's a gender optional thing. Maybe you could switch between man or female. I don't know. But the fact is, the reason I thought it was going to be female is because what they've been doing lately, at least since last year, is they released one male and one female with Warmonger and Griffin. And this year they released their male with Kyoshin. I kind of figured they'd stick to that pattern and release a female here. So that's why I assumed it's a female. I could be wrong. Again, I'm open to that. But that's why I thought what I did. And then about it being an assassin. I can't deny that there's a lot of assassin imagery here. You got a new ornament with the assassin logo on it. You got the pose of the hero in front of their ship looking a lot like Assassin's Creed Rogue. I even pointed out a lot of this. I really hope it's not an assassin. I do not want it to be an assassin. That just wouldn't fit well. But I think that the For Honor devs probably know that. So my hope is that they will know better than to do that. Most of the people that I've talked to or seen, like Marco Yolo, in his video, and a few others have all, and Freeze himself too, they've all said, we think it's Chung Shi. That was my prediction, Chung Shi. That's who we think it will be, the female pirate queen. And we hope that that's going to be the case. I hope it's going to be the case because I think that would be awesome. I've gotten a few comments from people saying that they think it should be an actual pirate, like someone like, Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed, or, Redbeard, Blackbeard, Jewelry Bonnie, someone like that. I don't think that would work. I think any pirate you took from an actual Caribbean setting, from the actual age of piracy in the Americas, wouldn't fit into For Honor very well. I think that adding Chung Shi would fit a lot better because we know what faction she'd go into, and we know how she would fit into the world. I think it would fit a lot better. Now, some people pointed out, but she has a gun, or he has a gun. Doesn't that tell you that it's not going to be... It's possible that in Chung Shi's time, they might have had handguns. And even if not... For Honor's one to take liberties, let's be honest. I'm still hopeful that it's Changsha, but we won't know until January. So we're just going to have to sit, be hopeful, and cross our fingers. Am I right? I'm right. Okay, so moving on to the next bit of news, some channel information. For Honor and Glory, the next chapter is next on my list to work on. I am working on that. It's just taking a little bit of time because I'm also writing Christmas stories for my friends as Christmas gifts, so bear with me as I deal with that. I'm also doing Christmas shopping right now, so making anything is taking a while. Heroes in History, Nusha is the next Heroes in History that I'm planning. A lot of people keep sending me comments saying, why won't you do Berserker? Why won't you do Warlord? You've barely touched the Vikings. I've barely touched the Wulin either. I mean, I've done all the knights. I've done most of the samurai with the exception of Kensei and Orochi. And as for the Vikings, yeah, I've still got 3 more of the Vikings to go. But I've also got 3 more of the Wulin to go. I've got to do Tiandi, I've got to do Nuxia, and I got to do Zhongjun. So, yeah, I've got 3 more of them to go too. So, please don't come after me for not getting the Vikings done. I'm getting to them. What I do is I release character names for people to vote on, and then I do the one that wins the vote. It's not me sitting here going, stupid Vikings, I'm going to the Wulin. No, it's not what I'm doing at all. I'm letting y'all pick, and y'all pick. So, bear with me, guys. I'm looking forward to doing Nuxia, though, and that will be a lot of fun. Also, big news, everyone on Discord said that they'd like to see me do it, so I'm going to give you all a little Christmas gift. Next week, I will be doing a Let's Play of my own video game made between me and a friend of mine called Monster Club, which is a visual novel of my characters in my world that I created for a novel that she and I turned into a video game. So I'll be doing a short playthrough of that, because it's a pretty short game. I think you could get through it in about 2 hours, so... not very long. It was more of an experimental thing, but hey, I don't mind doing it. It's a nice little Christmas gift to you guys. All right, and with that out of the way, let's get on to the other big thing that I want to talk about. Raven's Writing Room is coming back. I've got another episode in the works called Emotional Experience versus Consistency. One thing that I remember from way back when, if you watch my Korra response videos to Matt CMG, you'll remember that some of my argumentations were that a lot of the things in The Legend of Korra didn't make sense. They didn't correlate well with the logic and consistency of the show. And one of Matt's responses to that was, I prefer an emotional experience to necessary always consistency. I'm willing to extend my suspension of disbelief for the emotional payoff. And so that led to an interesting question, because I see this in a lot of movies and TV shows these days. Artists and creators will often break their own continuity and consistency for the sake of an emotional experience. So I think the question should be asked, is there a point where we should break consistency for emotion? When does the heart overseed the mind? And should it ever overseed the mind? That's a good question, and I think it's something we should explore. So in my next Raven's Writing Room, I will be exploring that. Also, about my reaction video series, where I just react to stuff that y'all send me, the last one that I did was a complete nightmare. Everyone who saw it, y'all realized it very quickly. Anytime I did a TV show or movie, the stream just ended because YouTube is desperate to block anything like that. So from now on, I will only be reacting to songs or fan-made things or short films or video game footage or stuff like that. I cannot react to anything that is a TV show or a movie. I just can't. I'm even hesitant to do trailers, honestly. So if you send me any on Discord, please know that I can only do very limited stuff. Okay? Okay. So, now let's, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to get real for a minute. I've been thinking a lot about the channel and about my position on it. My parents watch my videos every now and then. Not all of them, but ones that look interesting. And my parents notice that occasionally I have a tendency to kind of dip into swearing every now and then or raging unnecessarily. And let's face it, y'all enjoy it when I rant. I like ranting. It lets me vent, and it's funny, and it can be very entertaining for a lot of us. But I never wanted to start swearing and raging over and over again. I remember a long time ago when I first started the channel, I accidentally dropped a swear word, and someone said in the chat, wow, I've never heard Raven swear before. And that made me feel good. It made me feel like, hey, you know what? I don't have to swear to be relevant. But it's been happening more and more frequently. And I've had to take a pause and think about that and think, is this really where I want to be? So I've been praying about it, really searching a little bit, and I think that I've come to this conclusion. I'm not done with the channel. I know that for a while I was thinking about kind of slowly retiring, but I'm not going to do that. But I do want to take a few steps back and really reanalyze how I want to approach my demeanor and my character in these videos. I want to make sure that the person I am in real life is the same person that I am when I make videos. And the person I am in real life doesn't just lose themselves to rage and swearing all the time. I hold myself to a higher standard than that. Why should I be any different online? I've got to set an example, you know? I don't have to be like everyone else. I can be myself. I can be the person I was meant to be. The good Lord willing, I'm going to keep this channel going as long as I possibly can. But if I'm going to keep it alive as I possibly can, I'm going to do it my way and the best way I possibly can. And that means I'm going to hold myself to a higher standard. So, that's that. I hope y'all respect that, and I hope that y'all understand. I'm sure you will. Y'all have been pretty awesome to me ever since I started this whole thing. So, thanks, guys. I just wanted to get real for a minute. All right, so with all that out of the way, let's get down to story sharing time. Let's talk about something y'all probably never would have expected from me. Y'all want to hear something crazy? How often on this channel have I told y'all how much I don't like Naruto? Right? I've said that at least a few times, I feel like. And you know what? It may shock you to know that there was a time I had more respect for Naruto. In fact, there was a time I wrote a short Naruto fan fiction. Yeah, it's true, and that's what we're talking about today. It was called Burning Mist. Because here's the thing. One of the criticisms I would give Naruto is that we don't really get to see much life outside of the Hidden Leaf Village. And I thought, what if we explored the Mist Village a little bit? There was a village in Naruto, which was called the Village Hidden in the Mist. And I thought, let's explore the lifestyle of ninja there. But I took it a step forward. The character that I follow is actually a refugee from the Hidden Leaf Village who is staying in the Mist Village. She was refugeed out as a baby, so she has no memory of what it was like in the Hidden Leaf Village. In fact, she didn't even know she was a Leaf Village ninja. Her mother always convinced her that she was a Mist Village ninja. But instead of having a proficiency for water-style jutsu or water magic, she has a proficiency for fire magic, which is more common in the Village Hidden in the Leaves. Turns out that Mama's been hiding a few secrets from dear old baby, and it turns out that the authorities in the Hidden Mist Village are starting to catch on to that. And so they come by her house one day, and Mama has to get baby out of the village quickly, so she makes a run for it, but along the way, she starts to learn some secrets about her real heritage and who she really is. It was a fun little story I wrote. It's only like a few chapters long. I didn't really put a lot into it because I was just kind of experimenting. But I had fun writing it, and it shows that the world of Naruto can be very fascinating as long as you don't think about it too hard. Because as my brother once put it, the world of Harry Potter and Naruto have one thing very much in common. When you don't think about it too much, it can be a lot of fun. If you think about it too much, suddenly it all starts to crumble. It's one of those things you just kind of have to just accept. And that's the way it ought to be. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like the video. Thank you guys for hearing me out on all this. We're getting much closer to the Christmas season. I think we got about 2 weeks left. I probably won't be doing much around Christmas itself, so I will probably be releasing stuff only this week and next week. And then once Christmas rolls along, I'll probably be taking a little bit of the break. But then again, y'all probably won't be watching my stuff much anyway. Y'all probably be focusing on family, friends, and Christmas, right? All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching again, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care.